All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Cold Cast presentation. I'm your casting host, Beef. With me once more is Panny, and we're taking a look at a little bit different of a scrim here. We got a rematch of our Han Tour Cycle number 2 Grand Finals, and this, of course, is going to be a little bit of a preview of our loser bracket round of 4 match. Going to be coming up on this Saturday. Team xCet taking on stayGreen. Panny, how you feeling about this scrim?
Actually, stayGreen hasn't scrimmed in a couple of days, I think, so I'm excited to see them play. Because I haven't seen them play for like 2 days, so. Tired of seeing Lions and TMSR play, so get something else now. And I mean, already we got Prisoner pick, hero that's been up and coming, so
Yeah.
hopefully it's an exciting game.
I think this is going to be my first time seeing them since they lost to Lions this weekend. So we'll see if they've still got the confidence to go ahead and move forward. Right now, I'm sure they do. I mean, it's just one series. I'm sure that they're not going to be taking it too hard by any means and might even light the fire to do even better. But as you mentioned, seeing that Prisoner, always a fun hero to watch. Going to be used in concert with Engineer Ophelia, Prisoner, and Rally here. So that's a pretty damn strong team. On the other side, though, Warbeast had managed to slip through the bans and was first overall picked here.
Yeah, at the same time, though, I mean, Hellborn got Engie and Ophelia, so not a huge deal. And I actually think that Prisoner is now ban-worthy. I think that he pretty much wins any mid matchup. And we're going to see this game that hopefully my point is proven. But I think that Hellborn still has super strong picks, even though they gave Legion Warbeast. Speaking of Warbeast, though, I mean, they have Lodestone as well, so
Yeah.
we'll see where Warbeast is going to lane. I don't know if he's going to go Suicide this game.
I don't know.
Hopefully he does.
I kind of feel like with this laning setup right now, we're going to have a Warbeast Suicide, we're going to have a Lodestone solo mid, and a Pebbles Nymphora in the short lane. Meaning that this final pick could either be a jungler, or it could be another support to try to deal with, maybe help out in the defensive tri-lane, or maybe even make it a defensive dual mid with a dual Lodestone. But we'll see. I mean, what junglers are even available here?
Nothing really.
Nothing. I mean, you could go Legionnaire, or you could throw the Lodestone.
Wild,
Oh, Riftwalker. Yes, secondary support Riftwalker going to be coming out. Oh my god. If she gets the Staff of the Masters, I'm going to be so happy, Panny.
There's a staff. Okay, I didn't even know. Oh, I'm going to read it right now. Activate again to teleport back, dragging all enemies with you.
Kraken Ultimate.
What?
The old Kraken
When
Ultimate.
did this happen?
Today. Did you not read
okay.
the
I just get like the second I logged on, like you asked me to cast.
No, seriously, you haven't seen the patch notes?
I read some of them. Like I only read like the balance ones for like CD, and like 3 other heroes. I didn't see Riftwalker. I'm like
CD
upset that
did not get changes. Like he got a Staff of the Masters, but he didn't get balance
CD did?
changes. Yeah.
CD got like overload, increased the frequency of the bolts.
No, that's his Staff of the Masters.
It doesn't say that.
Yes, it does.
No.
No, it really does.
The only hero that says that is a staff I'm reading right now.
Staff of the Master upgrades. Staff of the Master upgrades.
Oh, is that under staff? Oh, okay, I didn't read that part.
Yeah.
I just
No, are you kidding me?
down.
You just thought all these changes happened without a Staff of the Masters, Panny?
yeah.
Oh, that's...
No, actually,
Wow, what was wrong with you? Oh, I just froze. Yeah,
yeah. Okay. So I like ask you to like force a remake.
No. I'll fix this. Until then, we can do a radio cast. Sometimes.
I can like you can.
Okay.
I don't know.
Guys, here's the deal, right? The problem is that I screwed up and didn't sit down in the game because I was editing overlays. And this sometimes bugs it out so that I cannot actually join this game. And what generally has to happen is you have to wait a few minutes. And it also froze my phone. Huh?
You just wait a couple minutes and it's fine.
The one time this has happened before, I waited like 5 minutes and it worked. Like the couple of times that this happened before for Breaky and Emperor, they've done the same thing and it generally works.
Alright, well, I'm watching a level 1 fight right now. Prisoner cooking Nymphora. Oh, yeah, Nymphora dies.
And 4 down.
It was a 5v5 in the Hellborn jungle, actually. But Legion has that War Beast. Hellborn has that Ophelia that don't really do anything, but you have that Prisoner Hook, and that's just too strong. And Compel on top of the Prisoner Hook. I mean,
Yeah, it's a pretty strong level 1 there from stayGreen.
yeah. But yeah, okay. I'm gonna go look at these things now. So we had all these heroes with a staff effect. That's insane.
Yeah, man. It's kind of broken.
Oh, they have a new staff effect for Slither too. My favorite hero. Kabunko will be really happy about this now. Okay. So the lane matchups very quickly are actually Riftwalker mid. Okay.
What?
Riftwalker Lodestone mid. I mean, they do have new Fora, so it's not a very strong mid either, but it's Riftwalker.
That's
You got
interesting.
Nymphora Pebbles bottom and Warby Suicide. So pretty much lanes that you were saying, just switching up the supports.
Yeah.
And then Hellborn got that Engineer. Prisoner mid, really, really strong. Ophelia in the jungle, of course. Corrupt Disciple. Really nice hero to actually lane against Warbeast. Just because of the fact that he is a W as well as him just being a ranged hero, just does so much damage to melees. And then, of course, bottom you have Rally up against a Pebbles and Influence, so not really doing too much either. So very, very even lanes coming out from both teams. Hopefully, bottom Rally doesn't get anything, but right now he's doing pretty well. In XP at least, you can't really rise him out of the lane. But we're waiting for beef, guys.
I'm trying.
Wait.
I'm trying. We're gonna wait for about 5 minutes. We're gonna wait for about 5 minutes here, guys. Dude, Radiocast is good. Genocide? What?
Yeah. So
Genocide?
that was just roll.
Hey, Panny, stop troll, please.
It's a really bad troll because it's pretty obvious. But you know what?
Stop troll.
There's not really much to talk about. You guys aren't missing anything really. No kills, nothing too huge, so you should be happy. But
Panny, which one of the Staff of the Master's effects is your favorite?
okay, I'm gonna go check that out right now. Let's see. Okay, so Sandwraith, I heard that he fears his enemies. Okay, yeah, heard about that. Rhapsody. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can move now.
Yeah, at 150 move speed. Whoopee.
It's really fast. Is that? I think it's the same thing as a Chronos staff, like when people walk inside of it.
Yeah, something
Might
like
be
that.
50. Ooh, what the front door? Okay. Lodestone gets picked off by Engineer Prisoner. And Warbeast dies as well. Took up Disciple and Ophelia. Let's see, Martyr heals both yourself and target to full life. Okay, that's pretty cool. But you're never going to get a snap on Martyr.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Monarch. Madman. Okay. While active and if Madman health reaches 0, he will not die immediately. He will instead die in 5 seconds. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. I think that might be viable on Madman actually.
I think mine is probably the Legionnaire one, followed by Riftwalker.
I'm just trying to be realistic here, to when you like these heroes will actually be seen buying staff. I can see it on Slither, I guess. I can maybe see it on Sandwraith, depending on his role in the game. Riftwalker, I think it's awesome, but it's going to be difficult to get unless you just if you're a second support, you just kind of rush it. You don't go you don't go tablet, you don't go Astra, you just go straight for the staff.
Yeah.
I work out. Corrupt Disciple, I don't really see it being picked up. I think it's too big of an investment for that little of a damage.
Yeah, I don't
Blitz,
see it on. I don't see it on CD. I think I could feasibly see it on Riftwalker, Slither,
I think Madman. I don't know.
Legionnaire, and that's probably it. Maybe a Berserker.
I'll read the Berserker. Okay, actually, Warbeast is going to die again. Going to get tower dive to the second tower.
Oh no.
That's nice. Yeah, Ophelia just ganking down the tower. I mean, SG is just doing a very good job in this game. It's 4 minutes and 30 seconds in, and it's a 2k gold lead and 1.3 experience.
It's insane. All right, the 5-minute
pretty dang good.
reconnect timer is up, which I think means it's time to reconnect. So let's see if this works.
Berserker. Now is Carnage his ultimates, Berserker?
Yeah.
Okay. Reduces. Okay, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Like the nice thing about getting like Staff of the Master on rain or on tanks or just strength in general is that it just makes them tankier. So it's always it always can be viable because it gives them the 1 point or it gives them health from the what's it called, the glowstone and the mighty blade, and it gives them mana, which is very important. So that's why you can see it happening on heroes like Berserker. A cursed flame consumption in addition to increasing the duration.
There we go. All right, I'm back in the game now, Penny.
Okay.
Yay! So there was a rather significant lead. It looks like it might have been diminished a little bit here. So stayGreen definitely still ahead, but
they just got a kill on Thiefreak. But yeah.
And so they
Top
did.
lane is just not going well at all. I mean, Warbeast is having the worst time of his life.
He did already lose that tier 1 tower though, so going to be getting a little bit more farm perhaps. And holy crap, that's a cool looking prisoner avatar.
That is which one? Oh yeah, that one. I've seen it a few times. What did that he told me? Is that I don't know that. I don't think that's actually like a real thing.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't exist in real life. Hopefully not, or else I'd like buy that right away. But yeah, pretty much stayGreen won all 3 lanes. Bottom obviously they didn't win, but like Rally was able to gank, or not gank. He was able to like juke the nymph like 4 times and just keep getting XP. And he was going for a gank, that's why I said that. But I mean, he's level 4, so he's still doing his job, and he's not like a Warbeast who doesn't need farm. Just gonna get that level 5, 6, and then just roll him. I mean, he sees the enemy stacks too, so this is actually gonna be pretty huge for stayGreen. Take them as well.
That would always be something nice, but excellent at least getting some farm here on Pebbles. I have a feeling that Fine is not going to be able to get that Staff of the Masters anytime soon. Having a really rough start there in what I believe was a 2v1 middle lane. Or excuse me, a 2v2 middle.
2v2. But I just think Prisoner is so strong that I don't think any lane can beat a Prisoner lane with a good support.
Not even a Pebbles?
Maybe Pebbles Pyro, but no, I Pebbles is just okay.
Well, Prisoner is going to drop right here, so Swindle just kind of running on in there YOLO, and, well, he's at least only going to live for the few seconds that it took for them to kill him. Lodestone Ultimate does quite a bit of damage, and now Legion team, they're definitely getting back into this game, at least experience-wise, evening things up again.
Yeah, just a bit, but okay, top tower will fall, so.
Yeah.
Chessie's right now almost 500 gold per minute.
It's pretty bonks.
They've done the pushing they need to now, so Minus kind of opened up a bit more. He's only level 5, that's the only problem with this pushing, is that he's underleveled, but he can definitely go back and farm now, and like he's given the sizable gold lead now to his team, or he can just continue to roam, depending on how SG wants to play this. They're generally active team. Hooking everything, yeah. But with Prisoners, like if you get a slow on the enemy, and then somebody you have like a safe stun, like a Master Arms, it's a 100% hook. There's no way you can dodge it. Heroes can't use their escape mechanisms out of your W, so that's why I feel like the hero's so strong, is that he's not like a Devo that you have to, make sure there's no creeps or anything. He can just hook through creeps, he can hook through anything. And it makes winning mid a lot easier.
Yeah, especially his high base damage to begin with. I mean, if you put 1 point into that one-man riot as well, he's just almost impossible to CS against in that middle lane, with the hatchet hitting for well over 100 damage on those creeps. And pretty crazy. Pebbles does have a portal key in the bottom lane, and they're going to use it, getting a kill on the Rally immediately. Corrupt the Disciple is there, going to activate the conduit, and up to 3 stacks now. Energizer going to be going up. Oh, there's the hook. Pebbles is in some trouble, gets shackled up, and will get tracked back in, but not going to get killed. Oh, there's the engineer turret. Z-Freak from the side with the clutch.
And the Nox kind of just stood there after he was in it. He's like, holy shit, I'm alive. But sadly, not going to be the case for him. And yeah, SG is just doing extremely well. They were able to get a kill at least on the rally, that whole exchange. So any kill for Team Excellent is always good. They have a very good late game team, and I think they definitely have late game. At least I feel they do. Even mid game, they have a lot of AoE. They have a lot of team fight ability. So does Hellborn, of course. They have Engineer, they have Prisoner, and they even have the Ophelia heal. But Warbeast is super strong late game, so they're just doing whatever they can to delay the game. And I mean, it's not like a huge lead. It's not like the game's over by any means, but the lead that SG got in laning phase is just really huge. That like they stopped Warbeast from getting any farming. They stopped Lodestone from getting any farming, but their farm's going to be covered now. But as you can see, it's still a bit of a problem. Warbeast can't really farm top without getting harassed 5 seconds later.
Corrupted Disciple is there. Compel stun going out. I think Warbeast should still be able to get away from this, though. Electric Tide, no, does finish him off. So ICD with the Energizer activated is able to keep up at least decently with Warbeast long enough to get those auto attacks, and well, just really well done there by rallying Corrupted Disciple to get a kill on the Warbeast. He was one of the driving forces for this Legion team at evening up the experience and gold lead. But now, going to be sent back even further. Nox instead going to try to get a tower in the bottom lane, it looks like.
Yep, going to be checking some creeps. Zephyr going to be coming though, so doing such defense mid actually. They're going to play super aggressive. Rally's not going to get cut out though. Nice play by him. Or not Rally, sorry. Lodestone going to get going to jump out of there, and they might be setting up over here. Guys, ultimate ready on Lodestone. Going to be traded to the bottom.
Oh, there's the wormhole. Goes in, and Ophelia is going to be taken down. Creeps in some trouble as well. Lodestone ultimate going to go off, but not going to hit anything. So good defense of the tower, making sure to bring home not only killing Ophelia, but making sure to bring home her minions as well. And you talked about just how much of a pain that is.
Yeah. Gives up a lot of farm. Ooh.
They get Lodestone with that hook, but probably not the best target. The cascade effect going off right there, dragging people in as well. But now Lodestone's in some serious trouble. He will, in fact, drop in the bottom lane.
Yeah, I'm gonna get picked off. So nice at least initial hook from Swindleman. It's going on. But yeah, the Ophelia just gets, now he has to go with searching for through creeps. It's really annoying as an Ophelia to die. So it's just very important to stay alive. But yeah, I mean, what I wanted to mention before is that Pebbles, who might get a kill right now,
gonna be going.
He's really the only hope that Legion has. Yeah. I mean,
really,
like,
I mean,
he's just.
You feel like they're that far behind? I mean, the experience is even here, and the gold is 100% from the 2 towers that they took in the top lane. In a second here, with this tower in the bottom lane, the gold lead is going to be down to about 1,400. And I really don't feel like they're that far behind.
I feel like just the lead that SG had, not the lead, but it wasn't even the lead that they had. It was the fact that they gimped, or the Warbeast had nothing, and so did the Lodestone. I mean, it's kind of changed now a bit, but I mean, if Pebbles, I feel like if Pebbles isn't setting up the plays that he has for the past 2-3 minutes, they would just be even farther behind, and they would be giving SG map control, and they would be losing farm. And I feel like Lodestone wouldn't be doing so much that he's doing a bit more than I thought he would, because he's escaped a couple of times. But I mean, his ulti is like the same thing as Ophelia.
Oh, Riftwalker in some trouble. Lodestone gonna try to get the tower kill. Does drop the Riftburn as well as the Cascade effect. Tower is going to get denied by Z-Freak, and Riftwalker trying to get out of here is going to be able to leave, and now Lodestone going to be in a little bit of trouble. On the other side of things, Nymphora getting locked down by the Minotaurs and killed by Ophelia. Lodestone ultimate is going to go off. Rocket Drill is going to be used as well, perhaps. No, Hook going to be coming in. Nice sidestep from Lodestone. And instead, now it's going to be Excellent. Loses their middle tower.
Yep. That was an MTP that came in. Sadly, Pew got picked off though, but they traded a support for a support, so not the biggest of deals, of course, in favor of Team SG, because they also got the tower kill. But Warbeast really can't participate in on fights. He doesn't really do too much, so they're fighting 4v5 in any situation. I think somebody wasn't there. CD was not there, so that was still a 4v4. But Hellborn has the farm that they need on the players that they have, and you don't really need any farm on a prisoner if he hits his hook, and it's all good. But yeah, it's still a nice play from Excellent. I mean, they still reduced a lot of deaths. That Riftwalker got away pretty low. That Lodestone dodged the hook. So they're doing a really good job of just avoiding deaths right now, and that's kind of what's going to put them back into this game slowly.
Yep, looking pretty decent indeed. Now Corrupted Disciple farming up top. He's hanging off to the side, but he does not pose a threat in this situation like a Lodestone would. So, not exactly sure what he's doing there. I feel like he could be off farming Ancients or something, making some use of his time, but Bassett instead just going to be sitting here trying to soak up a tiny bit of experience. Oh, okay, here it comes. Nymphora TP going to be bringing in Pebbles, and they're going to go ahead and open on Corrupted Disciple. Zeal Stun is there as well. The Chuck going to be coming in, and Corrupted Disciple hits the ground, does fall down. Now Lodestone is going to drop in the middle lane most likely. Prison Break is going to go off. There's Lodestone's ultimate, and he's trying to get out of there. Has a rocket drill in 3 seconds as well as a TP. Could get up a hill and then get out. So Lodestone does get away. A lost kill there by stayGreen.
Yep, and NG used his ultimate for that. And so did Prisoner. So that's pretty huge for Hellborn.
Yeah,
or for Legion. They can just push now. They don't really have anything that poses a threat. CD's dead for another 15 seconds. I mean, they can just fight this if they want to. But, ooh.
There's the hook onto Pebbles, and Wormhole going to be going out. Does connect. Ophelia in some trouble right here, and the jam box is down. Riftburn doing some damage. It's not going to be enough. And now Riftwalker has to get out of there. Going to use the TP. Prisoner hook. Oh, not going to be fast enough. And Riftwalker does get out of there.
Yep, so, I mean, at least Pebbles just died. You just got to be really careful going up against a prisoner. I don't know if that ward by Q was placed before or after. I'm assuming it's before, but like I feel like he should have just known that was coming then. If that ward is being placed there,
yeah,
it kind of spots out the jungle.
Right about the same time. Yeah. So unfortunate death there for Pebbles, but Nox will be all right in the end. Lodestone taking some damage now. Cascade Event as well as the Shared Existence could be going off for the slow, and Lodestone does go in with the Haste Rune, and Nymphora going to be coming as well. Ophelia ultimate trying to keep up Rally, but no! Chuck's the wrong target. Stalagmite's going to miss as well, and is Lodestone really going to get away? Hell no. Warbeast comes in. The Hellhound able to clean things up. There's an Energizer going to be activated by Corrupted Disciple, but they're not able to find anybody immediately and not going to be looking for any follow-up kills. This is a 5-man push coming in from the Legion team. Will they try to go for a kill right here? I think they will. There's the Chuck backwards. Stalagmites are available. Zeal Stun connecting already. There's Stalagmites as well as the Ripper, and CD is down. Team Excellent able to get another big pick off in the middle lane. Ophelia kind of out of position as well. Pebbles, if he gets mana from Nymphora, will go in, and there's going to be the Chuck on a Prisoner. This is going to be a buyback from Corrupted Disciple, trying to do some more damage. Riftburn not going to be able to finish off Prisoner 945, and CD's going hard. Keg is going to miss. Now Nymphora trying to get out of there with the TP. Riftwalker not going to be so lucky, and Nymph does get out of there. On the other side of things, Prisoner 945 did go down at the hands of Riftwalker. I have absolutely no clue how Pebbles died. I think he walked into a creep and got killed by an archer or something.
Oh, Warbeast's gonna follow.
I am really tempted to whisper Swindle and ask him how he died, but I feel like that would be kind of BM. Lodestone going to be going in. Will get the rocket drill. Combo on the Corrupted Disciple in the background, but Pebbles has to be careful now. I'm surprised he's not just TPing out of there, actually. Is going to die right here. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Nymphora going to be TPing in. That should be a Riftwalker with her. No, not going to be. Seal Stun does connect, and there's Riftwalker. Wormhole comes in, cleans up CD. Ophelia going to get the nuke to finish off one, but here comes Prisoner 945 getting the prison break off, and we'll get the auto attacks down to finish off Riftwalker. Oh boy, Ophelia going to be taking a lot of damage. Might die. But no, gonna survive. Creep's not gonna finish her off either. Really well done there by stayGreen, and especially that Compel coming out of Limp. Definitely saved my nuts.
Yeah, the only thing I felt like Legion could have done a bit better there was, or two things. Lodestone kind of jumped in for the engineer and he got the kill, but I feel like he should have. That should have just been the end. I don't think Pebble should have got on CD. It was obvious he wasn't going to kill him, and Lodestone had all of his abilities on cooldown. So that's kind of a questionable jump. Like either they should have just had Pebbles chuck NG onto the Corrupted and focused all their damage onto him. But sadly he dies. And then when Nymph Forts was TPing, I was just expecting Pebbles to buy back there. I thought it would have been a perfect opportunity for Pebbles to just jump in, get a nice chuck onto Corrupted or Ophelia, kill them super fast, and then have it rolling from there. But he didn't choose to buy back. Almost has that Trunket hat. He actually has it now, so maybe just felt like he needed to save up the gold. But yeah, excellent. Definitely, jumping back to the game now. They're not really at a deficit. Very, very small, if anything. They have a team that pretty much is just waiting on Warbeast to get much farm. But besides that, they can fight at any given moment.
And once Warbeast does get the farm, I feel like Bassett's is going to need to play a little bit better. I mean, not to call him out too much here, but getting caught out there in the bottom lane when he knew he didn't have his ultimate, a couple deaths there in the top lane early, and then of course the one where he just wasn't able to get away from the Corrupted Disciple. He's just been caught out in some awkward positions, maybe relying on his ultimate a little bit too much. And once you get all that farm, if your team's relying on you, you cannot get caught out and killed in those positions. That's the kind of thing that you will get punished for, resulting in a Conqueror kill, a Rax, etc. So going forward, something to keep an eye on. But excellent, definitely in an okay spot right now. Whereas the ganking heavy team of SG has now been kind of degenerating into an initiation heavy team with the power of a Corrupted Disciple at the back.
Yep, CD just finished up his Shrunken Head. Warbeast still needs another 1,000 gold, so it's kind of a really good time for SG to either force a fight or force a Congo. And yep, they're going to go Congo, a better decision, to be honest. They don't really, just better to do that when you don't know what your opponents have, if they're getting any big item or something. Just best to go for the Congo. Now we're going to see if there's going to be a defense coming up. Actually, Pebbles is running up, and he has that Shrunken Head, so that he might actually choose to go right now, but the question is, who is he going to go on?
Yeah, the Ophelia might be the ideal target right there. If he has any kind of follow-up, finishing her off would be ideal. And Warbeast's going to be moving on up. There's triple Minotaurs at the top, so needs to be careful, and Lodestone going to be going forward here. There's a Corrupted Disciple with the Shrunken Head herself, and going to be going off. Zealstun going to connect in, takes down Prisoner pretty damn quick. Prisoner will be dying, but there's the energy field going to be going down. The Wormhole does come in and suns out a lot of targets, but Nymphora and Riftwalker, Pebbles all in some trouble. Lodestone goes down as well. Pebbles manages to get out of there, and, well, that went pretty damn poorly here for Team Excellent.
Yeah, I don't know if they hadn't realized that Corrupted Disciple didn't have a Shrunken Head. They should have. Really manly by him. He just, or actually not, it wasn't even manly. I mean, it is manly, but it's what he had to do, just run in, pop a Shrunken Head, and just start hitting everybody down. And, despite the fact that Legion has a lot of AoE, they have that Wormhole, they have that Lodestone, we really didn't see it being used effectively, and I thought it was really just used to focus on Prisoner 945. And besides that, it didn't play that big of a role, especially the Lodestone. I mean, Prisoner Riftwalker hit a good amount of people with their ultimate, but it was too late into the fight that it really didn't have any effect.
Yeah, and especially with that Shrunken Head there on CD, but Bassett's one more time going to get caught out here. Not going to survive that one. And this is kind of what I'm talking about here from Bassett's. He's trying to find the farm, and his own jungle was 100% open and warded defensively. I don't really feel like he needed to be on that side of the map, farming in a more risky situation. But in this case, he tries to survive. Not going to happen, and he takes his 5th death of the game. Still hovering around that 350 gold per minute mark. Lodestone is going hard in the middle lane, connecting with the Shadow Storm, but now Riftwalker, a bad push into a good hook from stayGreen's captain. And, well, she's going to be taking some damage at least, but not enough to kill her, at least right off the bat. Yeah, he's going to survive just fine.
Yep, and Ophelia has an invis out of all people.
Big.
Going to be running jungle. Followed up by an Elder, by the way. I don't know if we've mentioned the Elder Parasite on Swim. He's had it for a couple minutes now. But yeah, Elder Parasite onto Prisoner, kind of interesting.
Yeah,
one thing I feel like it's a need though on a hero is a tanky. I feel like he needs to be tanky. So I guess that Beastheart helps.
Yeah, gonna get a Insanitarius and Insanitarius here in just a second as well. I believe he's about 600 gold away from finishing that one up. And then he's gonna start to hit really hard and really fast. And that's generally what you want to be doing on this hero. That one-man riot ability just enables him to lay out massive auto attacks 3 points in that spell, at least thus far, and already getting for 150 with no Insanitary Sword activated there. With the double damage as well, he's getting kind of crazy, but CD gets a Elder Press side as well. They're going to try to get Warbeast. Nice push stick coming in from Whiffwalker, and there's going to be a Shrunken Head going out from Corrupted Disciple, doing a lot of damage. Wormhole goes off, but it's not going to hit anybody. Pebbles combos down Ophelia immediately. That's what they needed, and Lodestone and Corrupted will both drop. Only one of them coming back up here with the token. Warbeast has done absolutely nothing in this team fight so far. Riftwalker getting taken out by the energy field in the bottom lane. And now Pebble's going to be in some trouble. There's the hook onto Warbeast, and Bassett's will drop. Lodestone going to be going in with a buyback. Looking for a stun. Is going to be able to get nobody with that stun. Pebble's going to be chucking people saying, "Get off of me, bro." But Corrupted Disciple going to be coming on in, and with that Electric Tide, should be able to finish off. Pebbles might die for this, though. He's going to be taking a ton of damage, and there's the Shared Existence, slowing down Corrupted Disciple. Nice Compel over the edge, though, and CD will survive, at least for now. Warbeast minions need to get the kill, and no micro coming in from Bassett's. Lodestone at least going to pick up the kill. I don't know. That was really, really sketchy, and Bassett's, once again, just kind of coming up short.
Yep, Lodestone might get the pick up here onto Rally. Oh, come on. Yep, nice.
Very well done. Head smash for a double tap for Brodux.
Yep, decent hero to get farm on. See what he goes for now. Usually we see a lot of the barbed armor pretty tough. I kind of want to see a sheepstick from somebody on Legion. For that Corrupt Disciple, I feel like you sheepstick that Corrupt Disciple at the same time Lodestone charging his ultimate, and it's just going to be a massacre if they can pull off enough lockdown onto him. But I was kind of surprised that Nox didn't buy back when they dabbed the base. After he died, he had to buy back. He stayed patient, and it was actually, in the end, it was actually good that he didn't buy back, but it was so close that CD and Rally got away. It was very, very close, especially CD. So, kind of a risky play by him not buying back, but, it does pay off at least. Has himself go rocking about 80 gold. Going to go for the Ancients now, so they're going to get that, but Bassett, finally gets his Shrunken Head. They're waiting for something on him, so.
Yeah, he is going to be, well, he has the resources to buy it right now, and there it is. So hopefully this means that Bassett's going to be able to do something in these team fights, because for the last 3 or 4 team fights, it really has been Bassett's running around in ultimate form, maybe throwing out an auto attack or two, and then running away and contributing nothing, which is just really unfortunate. You expect your Warbeast to have a little bit more involvement and be able to do a little bit better at this point, but now that he has a Shrunken Head, now you really have to expect him to be able to have some major involvement in team fights.
He needs to make use of the fact that his ultimate doesn't last that long, and he needs to use it effectively. Last fight, I don't think it was a very. I don't even know if he had his ulti up last fight. I couldn't remember. He must have had it, but I didn't really see it used that much through the majority of that fight. And that's kind of the downside to having a Warbeast on your team. Oh, but he might actually get picked off. Most likely. Yeah, he's okay. One more auto attack. Run, Bassett's.
Bassett's, get out of there. It's going to blow.
Okay, he actually survives. Good, wow.
Going to be able to TP out, so nice.
Okay.
And Pebbles trying to get a chuck, but it gets Compel instead. And there's the hook. So Pebbles in a lot of trouble. Nymphora trying to figure out if she can save him. There's a cascade effect going off and needs to get to the Nymphora port. But no, the Nymphora port's canceled as well. It's a 2-for-1 special. Z-Freak, huge.
How did he even know? I'm confused.
Haxor, elite Haxor.
The fight's not even done. Like, Rally's going on to Riftwalker now, and he's blocking him. Okay.
Trying to get that kill. They get the tower in the bottom lane. Lodestone trying to counter push in the middle lane, but Rally gets in there. And now Wormhole going to be going off, but interrupted. And Riftwalker will go down. Gets the jam box down first, but rough.
They get a tower at least. Mid, Vortex pushing, so it's not terrible at least. But Hellboy's gonna get tower and they're gonna go for racks now. But he's putting pressure on the base, so at least he wasn't able to make it for that fight. Able to at least put some pressure. Top tower not gonna be falling in time. There's no way Bassett's getting close to pushing that lane. He's gonna have to keep it back very, very soon. Actually, right now.
And Pebbles up in 1 second here. Unfortunately, that wormhole cooldown was used. And there's not going to be any stopping this Melee from dying. Here comes Warbeast with the ultimate activated. Turns around and attacks some creeps. Pebbles going to use the Chuck immediately here. And there's going to be a stun on the Corrupted Disciple. Give it taking some damage, but not enough. Warbeast ultimate could be expiring in just a second or two here. And now Prisoner going to be in some trouble. Cascade event going off, not really doing anything. Neither is the Rift Burn. Not the best placement. There's Lodestone ultimate going to be going off. They want to get Corrupted Disciple, and they will not. He gets out of there. No token of life either. That would have been a huge pick-off. Instead, Pebble's going to be dying inside of the energy field. The melee Rax goes down, and stayGreen is feeling okay about this one. Wormhole not being used right there. It looked like he wanted to, but oh, nice hook. Bringing home Nymphora in the background. Corrupted Disciple surviving one more time. There's the Compel, the Keg Stun, and the auto attacks limp finishing him off. Oh my god, some brotherly love right there.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of work, man. Chesty gets away solo.
Twice.
And it's probably game now.
Oh, there's the double hook. And Warby's getting stunned out. Keg Stun going to connect as well. That's the second buyback on both Lodestone and on Riftwalker. There's the push forward. Wormhole is going to be going off. Gets the stun on Ophelia, but is it going to be enough? Cascade event slowing her down considerably, but Lodestone and Riftwalker don't represent that much of a damage. That does go down eventually. And now Lodestone in some trouble himself. The ultimate having just gone off, but no, Prisoner is actually the one that falls. Here's Corrupted Disciple, though. Going to be throwing out those massive auto attacks. 6 stacks on that conduit so far. Hitting for nearly 300 damage. Takes out Riftwalker already. Wants Nymphora, but instead changes his mind and goes for a Lodestone. But oh, Rocket Drill locking him down. TD just running away. There's the leap forward with the portal key and the head smash. Zayfreak calls that he lives. Don't go beat.
So that was...
I don't know, man.
2 buybacks from Hellborn. So 5 deaths. That's pretty... It's not too good.
You know what? You know what Z-Freak saying I live reminds me of? The evil scientist from GoldenEye, the James Bond movie, where the satellite crashes around him and he comes out of the rubble and lives, but then dies to something else. I can't remember exactly. Maybe I think liquid nitrogen explodes on him. I don't know, man. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. He just comes out and he's like, I leave, and then he dies. But Z-Freak didn't die in this case.
He's good, but
see ya, Nymph.
See ya. But, I mean, that was really, really deep for 1 Rax. I mean, if it was 2 Rax, I'd understand. But I mean, in the end, it is a scrim, so they're having a bit of fun at least. Well diving, buying back, fighting. They lasted a while, but sadly, you can't beat the well. I mean, especially Limp, dived the well second time around. And yeah, Warbeast has a lot of farm action now. He got a basher, so.
Oh.
He's getting somewhere.
Johnny Depp is correct. He says I'm invincible, not I live. What the heck am I on about? Whatever. It still reminds me of that. My bad. It's been a long time since I've watched that movie. But in any case, stayGreen still in very good position now. Already taking down 1 set of ranks. A little bit sad that Fine did not opt to go for the Staff of the Masters, because he could have that staff at this point. Sad days.
Yeah.
Instead, SG just going to grab another token.
Brodex is actually here and an Nitipede. Oh, but they found an Nitipede. They thought...
That's bad. Seismic Slam gets Nymphora, takes Pebbles down to about half life, and there's the portal keys on forward, and the auto attacks to come on in. Now Riftwalker and Warbeast hanging out inside the trees, but are going to be scouted out. Fine, going to go down. Nice keg placement by Z-Freak, and now the energy field going to be going off as well. Warbeast hits the shrunken head, but gets hooked out. And there's the Prisoner ultimate, not really doing anything. Warbeast just dragging around the ball and chain, but doesn't really matter. He is going to be taken out and killed.
GG.
I'm surprised that the GGs haven't been called yet.
I thought that was the nail in the coffin, but I guess not.
I don't know, man. Pew's reluctant to give up. Number 2 team in Han doesn't quit.
Never quit, man. If you want to get the number 1 spot, you got to beat the number 1 team.
There you go.
we're working hard, but yeah, Collingwood's going to get jumped, or he's going to get jumped by 2 people. And he's going to be probably following it slowly but surely. It's not going to be any. I don't even think like Pew, even if Pew wanted a TP, nah. The last fight's probably going to be at the enemy or at Legion base. Going to try to hold it off, but unless they have 5 buybacks on each, or 1 buyback on each player, I don't think they're going to win that fight.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be much of a possibility. Look at this prisoner as well. Farming at 422 gold per minute. Got the Elder Parasite and Sanitarius, Steam Boots, and a Demonic Breastplate. And Sanitarius toggled off, and he's already attacking twice a second. I mean, if he's got the Sanitarius and Elder Parasite on, that's going to be like 3 auto attacks of 250 each per second.
Yeah, and it's just the passive for 1-man ride gives him a lot of damage. So hence, all he needs is some movement speed and some attack speed. And he is
pretty crazy. Good hero, real good hero.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if we're gonna see a nerf soon to the W.
I think a small one, maybe.
It's gonna take a while. Yeah, I think it's gonna take a couple more weeks for sure to be recognized. Bias too. I feel like competitors already realized it, but it hasn't been abused that much yet. Yeah.
We'll have to see. stayGreen making their way into the Legion base now and going to be trying to knock this down. Prisoner just going to be wailing away on a couple of shrines. Warbeast ultimate on cooldown for another few seconds, since he did use that for approximately no reason whatsoever when stayGreen entered the base. And now Swindle looking for a hook. Going to be like shooting fish in a barrel here. We'll see if he can line it up effectively or not.
He's trying, but I actually remember that Swindle stated 2 days ago that he can play Prisoner, but obviously he's been practicing.
He's trying to. There's the hook going off on 2. Energy Field is there as well. Strucken Head's going off, but it's not going to. Pebbles is first to go down. Warbeast taking a lot of damage himself. See you later, Warbeast. And now they're going to go for a little bit of a tower dive. Riftwalker is going to go down, and here's Corrupted Disciple falling as well, but he's got a token of life. Hooks Lodestone back on out of there, and Emphora gonna survive for now, but looks like CD will drop to the Might of the Fountain. No! Gets out of there one more time. Chessie is the master of escaping at 2 health, man. There's the hook once more, and a Genocide coming out in favor of stayGreen, trading 1 for 5. And Pew, it's time to throw in the towel. There's the concede vote, and that's going to do it. GG's. Going, Swindlebone's asking for again, but Pew already disconnecting, so they'll have to decide whether they go again inside or outside of this game. But man, I mean, what'd you think about that game there, Panny? The stayGreen strategy utilizing Prisoner.
It's awesome. Prisoner works in any lineup, and it doesn't matter where you put him or what setup you put him. I think he'll just do amazing. So, as long as your team can play the hero, he's going to be awesome. On top of the fact that he works well with an engineer with the whole ultimate thing. So, just a nice draft, and Swindle kind of realizing that the hero is definitely going to be very competitive and ban-worthy if he practices enough. I mean, we'll see if that's going to be a hero coming up in the tournament. I feel like this next weekend of Han Tour is going to be filled with Prisoner picks all over.
I think it's a very real possibility. We saw in the previous game that Prisoner was actually banned in one of those first 4. So with the big nerfs that Lodestone, Pebbles, and Deadwood all took, I would honestly say Prisoner is pretty top tier, along with Pebbles, probably those top 2 strength initiator types.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's not a hero you have to get portal key on by any means. But the nice thing about Prisoner that differs, I think, from Pebbles or especially Devourer is that he has the ability to carry as well with the whole damage. I mean, if you remember the game, I think it was Grand Finals, Cycle 1. Cole versus SG, Team USA versus SG, where B-Kid was doing a very good job, and he's carrying with Prisoner. I think that was against SG. Maybe it was against Team Excellent. I think it was SG though. But I mean, that game with Prisoner, he went straight Knock of the Brilliance, and he was dealing some crazy damage. Yeah. AOE and out of attack, and the hero could just do whatever. He could be an initiator. He can be a Debo type role where he just gets tanky, and he can also just play a carry role. So a lot of versatility in the hero, and very, very strong in laning phase.
Definitely is. All right, guys, we are going to be going into another scrim here momentarily. Teams are starting to sit down. Looks like it'll be a rematch between Team Excellent and stayGreen. So we're going to have that one coming up here in the next few minutes. This is Colecast presentation of Scrimcast Live with Beef and Panny. Don't go anywhere.